very soon the Raju sir is going to take the class. The first one is all about the trading psychology, risk management, and how to fine tune your entry and exits. So purely trading psychology, trading in the zone. After that, so I'm going to take how the real zones are going to work, why most of the zones are giving you very good risk to reward. So that is about technical part. And the first session is all about trading psychology, trading in the zone. So welcome, Raju sir is going to take. Mr. Raju, so please you can take over the webinar. And
Yes, good morning, my dear friends. Good morning. Hope I'm audible to all of you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Are you guys ready? Happy Sunday to everyone. Happy Sunday. Are you guys ready to know the trading in the zone? A path towards successful trading webinar. Today we are going to learn the mindset game, how to build our mindset to become a successful trader. Hope I am audible to all of you. Say yes in the chat box, my dear friends. Great, great. Come, let's kickstart the session. So basically today's session is all about trading in the zone. Market is an unstructured environment. How do you polish yourself to become a successful trader? So I am going to discuss the 8 secrets to become a successful trader, then how to trade within the zone, all the psychological aspects. Some of them everybody might be knowing, but still we are going to discuss. But the application and execution of those aspects is what the key to successful trading. I am Raju Angadi Vishwanath, a research analyst. You can call me as short RV, a SABI registered research analyst, certified financial technician, and a chartered market technician from US. So I'm a trader as well, a swing trader. Nature of trading and my analysis is based on the Elliott waves as well as price action. A revamped price action methods I do use along with Elliott waves. I had trained on different aspects of markets from algos to everything. So you all might be having a demat account, guys. What do you get there? 90% of the traders lose money in F&O derivatives. So trade cautiously and act as per your norms. Why do people lose money? If 90% are losing, 10% are making big money. Are you guys ready to be in that 10%? You want to be in that 10%, you need to first rewire your brain, your money blueprint. Money blueprint, what is there in your mind, that has to be rewired. Money blueprint is built with 3 aspects: visual influencing, mind influencing, and incidental influencing. Mind influencing is by heard, when you discuss with your friends or your circle or your environment, whatever you have built in, that prepares your mind, that influences your trading decisions or your behavior in how you act, because behavioral finance is the very important subject what one needs to understand in the finance to be successful and achieve financial freedom. Visual influencing is whatever you see, that influences you. That negative thought has to be removed. Incidental influencing is, like, let us say I'll take a trading example only. You have somebody have lost money in the trading in options. So that is in their back of mind that I will lose trading options. That subconscious mind will make you do those mistakes and you keep on losing. So this prepares a blueprint. If you rewire your brain with this, what is the solution? You need to know what you need to trade, why I am doing what I am doing, and what are the consequences of it. As the legendary Chanakya said, why I am doing something, for what results I am doing it, what I am doing, and what are the results or the consequences or losses which can incur. So you need to understand everything clearly before you act. So Warren Buffett, the legendary investor, has said one thing, very simple thing he has said. What he has said: if you don't know what you are doing, you are at risk, my dear friends. So rewire your brain, prepare your money blueprint. In this journey, today's session, we can rewire as much as possible. I am going to help you out to prepare a clear mindset and clear action plan, what needs to be done. Then execution, I need it from your side, where you can achieve the financial freedom. So basically, my dear friends, we will discuss about the execution. So what do you like to know? I would like to ask you all a question. Do you like to know about the markets, or do you like to know about yourself? You would like to know the next Monday, tomorrow, Gift Nifty is showing a gap down of 110 points. What will happen with the Nifty, and what will be the trend for the next week? That is what you like to know, or what do you like to know? You would like to know yourself. I am asking you a question, a clear and concise question. Write up in the chat box. Do you like to know about yourself, or do you like to know about markets? Tomorrow's levels to make money, or do you like to know yourself? Okay, Mr. Hitulji is saying about markets. Anyone else who can answer in the chat box? What do you like to know? You'd like to know about markets, or you'd like to know about yourself? Levels, if you can prepare yourself, that can be prepared. Myself, okay, great. Mr. Arun, Shiva, both. Mr. Harshavardhan has said both. Yes, like around 50-60% of them want to know about yourself. Know thyself, we call it. It is a Japanese proverb. That is what is know yourself. Why you need to know about yourself? You know, you understand, my dear friends. Knowing the markets, anytime you can know, you can learn something and act on that. But I'll take an example. You are trading in a DLF, which is a highly volatile stock. You are trading in a ITC. Two stocks are there. Both of them, the behavior is different. Nifty behavior is different. Bank Nifty behavior is different. Sensex behavior is different. Silver, trading in silver and trading in Nifty, both are different. So knowing the different aspects of the markets, the behavior needs to be understood. So rather than understanding, and first understanding the behavior of the stocks or the instrument, know about yourself, know what suits you better, what I can do, what I can't do, what is the capital I am putting in, how much risk I am willing to take. Moral of the story is here is knowing yourself before knowing the markets or learning the analysis is very much important. If you are comfortable trading in ITC for 2 points, 3 points, that is fine. You can trade ITC every day. If you are comfortable trading DLF or any other stock per se, silver with high volatile trends, that is based on your risk, based on your capital. Understand yourself first than before understanding the markets. That is the mantra. We are going to start with the 8 secrets to become a successful trader. Then I'm going to discuss lot of psychological aspects like discipline. Friends, how many of you maintain a trading journal? Why discipline is important? How many of you record your trades? I have bought something at X price. You'll get everything online. There is a broker, everything. Do you maintain in an Excel? That how many of you maintain a Excel or a book or maintain your trading journal? See, why do you need to maintain? Most of them are not maintaining. Very few of them. Rarely I record my trades. Every day record your trades. Why it is important? I'm going to tell you. 90% of them know that they have to record. Why they don't record? What happens here? I have taken an entry with my plan of trend line breakout or price action breakout or any pattern breakout XYZ. I have taken my, I have planned my risk reward ratio. After taking a trade hardly takes 1 or 2 minutes. See, you trade only one instrument properly. Let us say you are trading only Nifty. When you are trading Nifty, you plan it very systematically. You take it. When you take a entry exit, what price you have exited? Analyze the pattern. After 10 trades, you are going to know how many trades you have been successful. If you maintain a trading journal, you can improve your performance, my dear friends. That is the key towards trading performance. See, some hard work, some pain, hardly it will take 1 minute. Daily 1 or 2 trades you might take. If you maintain a trading journal, let us say a person named X is only a Nifty trader. After 3 months, where he where he's doing the mistakes, like around 100 trades he has taken in 3 months, he is going to analyze what I'm doing, why I'm doing, am I wrong, am I right, how do I need to improve my performance, where we are going wrong. Performance enhancement is the key, discipline is the key. You need to have a method, a structure. That is what we call it as trading in the zone, my dear friends. Follow the rules, prepare a set of rules to trade. If you have this proper setup, then only you are going to trade. Have a method. Position sizing is important. That also I'm going to discuss going ahead. So there is no holy grail. Continuous improvement and upgradation is required in markets. Maintain a trading journal from today, my dear friends. You see, today I might you might be thinking that I'm going to teach any strategy. It might be disappointing that I will not teach any strategies, but I will teach you how to become a successful trader. That is what is important in trading. Using the simple tools, even 2 moving averages like 5 day and 10 day, or 3 and 10 moving average. If you use, money can be made, but there should be a simple rules with a systematic approach. Being objective is important. Only a price action breakout, no emotions should be involved. That discipline one needs to build while trading in the zone. Trading your strength and minimizing your emotion weaknesses is very much important. You can't eliminate the weaknesses. Trading to your strength is the key to successful trading. Risk and money management in a proper way is a key to trading success. Execution, entry, exit, and error, we call it as. Three E's, I always call it. Entry point is the entry where you are buying. Exit is your target zone. Stop or error, we call it as a stop loss. If you have a proper execution, that is a complete trade life cycle. Follow the rules without the question. That is what you need to frame. And then you need to revive your trades. You need to analyze your trades. And if you are doing some mistakes, any change in the rules is required. Analyze and change. Constantly review your mistakes. One more secret to become a successful trader is avoid the over trading. Like I have lost 5,000 rupees today, I am going to recover and stop my trading. One day I was trading like 15 years, 18 years back. I lost big money. What happened initially? I lost 5,000 rupees. One of that day, it was my friend's birthday. Brokerage was free. What we did, our company has given us a free brokerage for that day, so we thought we'll make some 10-15,000, and anyhow brokerage is free. We took for that reason the trade. Then 5,000 we lost. For recovering that 5,000, I again traded. I lost 10k. End of the day, to recover that money without any reason, without any rationale, fear has created me that mindset. We lost 30,000. So that creates a fear and a greed. If you are continuously making money, you should not take any trade over trade. If you have a rules, if you have a system in place, if you have a goal in mind, act and relax. Money should be a byproduct in trading. System and process should be the first thing what everyone needs to do to be successful in trading. After a series of winning trades, take a break. While if you are losing consistently and continuously you are losing, stop that chain. Review your trading journal. See, why I am winning, I am making money, why should I stop trading? There is a reason. Continuously when you are winning, your mind makes you induce like a gambler syndrome to take more quantity or position or make quick money. That is greed. Fear. Continuously if you are losing, you are prone to make mistakes. So take a day's break or a 2 hours break, analyze where you are going wrong. If you have a journal, that over trading can be avoided. That is what makes a greed and fear to act. Greed, you buy at the top. Fear, you sell at the bottom. Three M's to protect your capital. I'm going to share a link. I'm not going to discuss more about the risk and the money management. There is a video which one can watch. Many of our clients, if you are with our community, obviously most of you have known about the risk and the money management. As Becky Novak has quoted, offense can win you games, but defense, if you are strong at, can win you championships. Risk management is your risk reward ratio properly. Like if you are entering your trade properly, you need to have a risk reward ratio of at least 1 is to 2. If you invest 100 rupees and lose 50, it will be 50% of your capital loss. But to double that again, you need to double that to recover that money. So destroying is easy, losing is easy, making and recovering the money is not difficult. So plan it with a proper risk and money management. Risk reward ratio is important. Like what George Soros has said, it is not whether you are right or wrong that is important. Trading, one of the world's best traders, George Soros, Dan Zinger, Paul Tudor Jones, many of the renowned traders. What is the accuracy? Many of them think about the accuracy. Can anyone guess what is the world's best traders' accuracy? Can anyone guess and write up in a chat box what is the percentage of accuracy of winning trades of the world's best traders, my dear friends? 35 to 45, 50% maximum. 35 to 50% is the world's best traders accuracy. World's best traders make money in seasons. Markets is a seasonal business. 35 to 50% is the world's best traders accuracy. When you are right, how much you make is important. When you are wrong, how much you lose is what determines your success or failure in trading. When you are wrong, you need to lose. When your stop loss should be tight, when you are wrong, you should lose less. When you are right, you have to make more money. You have a 10-point stop loss, 10-point target, that will not work. You have a 10-point stop loss, have a 20, 30-point as a target. So that is very much important. So one more concept I'm going to teach. Before that, I'm going to share a video also with you in the chat box about the risk money and trade management. 2% stop loss rule. If I give you a 1 lakh capital, if I give you a 1 lakh capital, how many trades like 2% stop loss you put, like 50 consecutive trades, if you lose, you need to lose 50 consecutive trades to make your capital zero. Do you guys agree? 1 lakh rupees, if you put a 2% stop loss, 50 consecutive trades you have to do to completely zero your capital. Say yes. Continuously, if you lose 50 consecutive trades, you are going to lose your capital. No, I'm going to tell you, you will be left with 35% of the capital. 35% of the capital will be there. 35,000 will be there if you put a 2% stop loss rule. It's a iteration process. Like if you are losing 50 consecutive trades continuously, even if you don't know any analysis or any price action or any behavior, anything, if you toss a coin and trade, let us say if the head comes you buy, tail comes you sell, what is the probability? It is 50-50. So there is a 50-50 chance that you are going to win. You, how you will be left with 35%? It is like if you have a 1 lakh rupees, 2% of it is 98,000. First trade is loss, second trade loss happens there. 96.4, 96 lakh 4,000 rupees will be left. So that 2% of the risk only should be taken. That is an example. If you are risking 3% of your capital, obviously 3,000 has to be risked. So 2, 3, 4% rule one can use based on the risk appetite. Don't risk more than that capital in one single trade. If you are trading options, I am giving an example. That video link, most of them I shared, but still I am going to share with you guys. See the risk money and the trade management video link I am sharing in the chat box. You can please go through it. That will help you really properly how to do your position sizing. A detailed explanation, rather than getting into the detailed explanation, I'm going to brief it out. You'll be left with 35% of the capital. Still, my dear friends, there is a link in the chat box. You can use that to watch the video properly. You'll be left with a proper money management plan. Risk management, money management, and trade management is the key towards successful trading. If you want to be successful trader, you need to apply this 2% stop loss rule or 3 or 4%. make a systematic method. First, make your foundation strong, then act. Trade management, the part what I'm discussing is triple E, entry exit error. As I said, trade with the temperament, balanced mind. If you know how much you are losing in this trade, you are comfortable in the position once you are taken. That's what we call it as a trading life cycle. First define your entry point, then define your stop loss, then define your target. Take the entry based on the calculations, write your profits. Always have a, you might be seen in our community members, those who are there, we continuously trail the stop losses, like around 70% of the time trailing stop losses would hit, and upside first target we have booked 50%. But that 20%, when it moves higher continuously, rise will come, jackpot will come, that will yield us very big money. When you are making, you have to make it big. Move stop loss to cost would be given many times. Why? That is the reason. And never borrow the money, never trade or invest the money which you can't afford to lose. Always trade the liquid stocks or markets, like large cap stocks. When you are a trader, trade the quality stocks, large cap stocks, index, gold, silver, crude kind of a stuff. See, that is why never borrow the money and trade. Margin call is very much important. Bet small and diversify. Patience always pays back. Right trade, waiting for the right trade is almost important. You, how many of you are there in your live stream? They have seen that every 5 days we never do the analysis for the trade. We explain the range whenever a good trade setup comes up, like 3 to 4 days a week. Then only we establish the trades, else we don't force the trade. That is what is very much important. Like any other channels, YouTube channels, you might be seeing that every day 3 4 trades. You can go, you can check. We, in our YouTube channel, our motto is to get into a simplistic manner and act. One mistake leading to another, fear and hope of recovery, pride that I should not make a loss, I have become big, overconfidence. Stop it. Half heartedly never trade. When you are having a doubt, when you have fought with your wife, girlfriend, or with your family, never take a trade. That is very much important. A balanced mind is always important with the entry, exit, and stop loss. It's not mandatory to trade every trade. Cut your losses short, follow the rules systematically, ride your profits with the trailing stops. Methods has to be established, a process and the system and a set of rules has to be there. That is what we call it as trading in the zone. There is much more things what we need to understand. See, one needs to have a clear winning mindset, as quoted by the Andre Hepburn. Impossible says, I am possible. So, you want to be in that 10% successful traders where you can make very big money, or you want to be in that 90% medicore trader and keep losing the money? Where do you want to be? You want to be in that 10%, my dear friends. A successful trader, you want to be in that 10%. There is a catch here. If you want to be in that 10%, then again 5% of them make small money, 2%, 3% of them make good money, which can make them a fair trader, and the 2% of them make a huge money, the substantial money. So it's a level by level process. So first come into the 10% category, then I will educate you in that 5% and 10%, 2% category. A 2% club we will join with our exclusive community, a trader's gateway to financial freedom. Traders' aim is that to help traders and achieve financial freedom. That is where we aim at. You are what repeatedly you do, as quoted by the Aristotle. Excellence is not an act. If you prepare a winning habit, you will become a winner. If you prepare a losing habit, you are a loser. So choose what you need to do. So develop a winning mindset and a winning habit. So how many of you know about the SWOT analysis? Write up in a chat box, my dear friends. How many of you know about SWOT analysis? SWOT analysis, how many of you know? Yes, if you'd like to be in the top 2%, then we need to have that mindset, winning mindset, and a proper planning. How many of you know about the SWOT analysis? Any one of you know about the SWOT analysis, or if you are a working professional, you might be using for a project in your company or something, or if you are an MBA student, you know about the SWOT analysis. Write up in the chat box, my dear friends. Let us make the session interactive. I want the session to be more interactive. I want you to. My audio is audible to all of you. Hope I am audible. Great, great. Mr. Sheshan is telling strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. If you are up, it's basically a business tool for a business. Before starting a business, any corporates or company always understand the strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. But I would say apply the SWOT analysis on yourself first. Before starting the trading tomorrow, apply the SWOT analysis on yourself. Know your strengths, know your weaknesses, where the opportunities are there, and what are the threats. Let us say you are having a capital of 1 lakh rupees. What you are trading, or you are having a 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs. Let us take an example. What are your strengths? What analysis you know? Or what is the system? You are disciplined person, you are indisciplined. What are your weaknesses? You get carried away with the losses. So what are the opportunities? Which instrument if I trade, what suits me, what risk? See, everybody needs to understand their own risk profile before trading. What is your risk? Say, some might be having a 50k capital, some might be having 1 lakh, some might be having 3 lakhs and 5 lakhs, or some might be having 15-20 lakhs. So one needs to understand that risk. If I lose, what will happen? If I know how to manage that, how to plan it on an average, how I need to be successful, and I want to come into the top 5% of the traders, what needs to be done? So to do that, one needs to understand the proper systematic approach. The threats, where the threats are, how I can replace if I lose something, something dramatically changes or suddenly happens. So apply the SWOT analysis on yourself. Understand your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities. It helps in planning. Yes, Mr. Tiago, it helps in planning. Apply the SWOT analysis on yourself. Are you guys ready to apply the SWOT analysis on yourself? Make a list of 4 strengths, 4 weaknesses, 4 opportunities, and 4 threats. So apply it, my dear friends. It will give you a very good results. What you need to do first, you will understand. It's basically a planning tool. Why it is useful in the trading? Obviously, what you need to trade, what you not to trade, you need to understand. What is my weakness? What is my strength? You have to minimize your weakness. Where your strength is, there if you are trading, you will make more money. That is why it is important. Idea, there should be idea, then planning, then execution, which are the 3 important pillars of trading. Why SWOT analysis for trading? That is what. Thus, one needs to know the idea, that is the plan, strategy, what he needs to trade or she needs to trade. Trading is more of a self assessment than tomorrow's markets or some rocket science strategy. It is self assessment. self improvement. See, everybody is here to make money and learn the markets. You guys are right. Everybody is here in this Sunday morning to learn the markets and make money, right? And make a living out of markets, make a fortune or a living out of markets. Yes, yes, yes. Most of them are saying they are here to make money, make a living out of markets, learn markets. I will say the opposite direction, opposite words. Markets have taught me life. I am not here for, see, life is like a chart. How you plot it and how you manage it, it rises. So markets have taught me life. I am not here for living, making a living in markets. That is the passion I possess for the markets. Markets has taught me the life. I am saying ulta. You are here for making a living, earning money and learning. But markets have taught me the life. So, is the three pillars what we need to understand for the trading success. Ace is the bullseye: confidence, analysis, commitment, execution, and conviction. These are the three pillars. Analysis, first part, the 30% of your 100% trading methodology is analysis. Obviously, you need to learn a strategy, price action, let it be, or let it be Elliott waves, let it be indicator based trading. You need to have a process driven plan. Use simple tools and few of them. Master the tools. 3 4 tools, if you master, you become an expert in that. Nobody can beat you in that. So you take a trade whenever you have that confidence with that analysis. Application and execution should be proper way. Mastering few tools will give you obviously the confidence that builds a belief in your analysis and also helps you execute the trade setups. So analysis, confidence. See why the confidence comes. See, Bruce Lee was scared of a fighter. Bruce Lee, most of you know, he was a martial arts expert. He was scared of a fighter who has got practiced one kick 10,000 times, because that kick he would have been expert in that. Jack of all, master of none, you will call. If you practice the 100 tricks or the 10,000 tricks once, or one method like RSI and price action, if you are using and you master it 10,000 times, you will become expert in that. So that is what, when you become expert, confidence will automatically come to act upon. And apart from that, the more important and the most important stuff is commitment to execute and win. Most people fail, as quoted by Vince Lombardi, not because of lack of desire. Everybody wants to make money here, but they fail because of the commitment, because of the discipline to execute, commitment to execute in a proper way and win. Have a trading journal, have a commitment, set a goal for a month. Every week you divide it, be realistic in that. See, strong convictions precede great actions. Confidence and commitment gives you conviction to act. As quoted by the Lucia May Alcott, where do you get a conviction? When you get a conviction to buy something with a big quantity or trade something, when you have a confidence in your analysis or your work, and a commitment to act will give you a conviction to execute. Execution, there is always a difference between a lip and a sip. A lip with the lip you need to sip the water. If you have a coffee or a, I'll give you a cup, if you can't drink it, then it's waste. See, even if I give the analysis, execution is very much important. You need, that is within your framework. I put a poll in my research desk community every day. Like around 50-60% of them, why do I put a poll? 60% of them take the trades and execute it. Sometimes 70-80% take, still that 20% people are not able to take the trades or execute. There is a difference between a lip and a sip. Even though if I give the analysis and the trades to buy and sell, some of you are facing a mindset problem to execute. That is the reason I came up with this webinar, that execution is always a key. Being in the trade, when you take the trade, that mindset, temperament, when you know what you are losing with the money management, you are confident with your risk reward ratio, you can take the trade easily. Either it will be a stop loss or it will be a target. Right entry point, place the stop loss, wait. Once the target comes, book 50%, trail it to the next target. So that execution with the objective, you are trading with two lots is better than trading 50 lots and losing money. How much you are comfortable, take that much only positions. Exiting the trade at the appropriate point of time also is important. Any reversal is signaled, one needs to exit the trade in a proper way. Complete trade life cycle with entry, exit and error is the key. Okay, bet small, diversify, this that we have been talking, but how to think big and scale is important. See, 80%, there is a 80-20 rule in the book, what we call it as 80-20 rule. Rule based system process. If you follow the rules, you can make a living. But to become rich, one needs to understand the 80-20 rule. There is a book called 80-20 rule. What happens here? 80% of the time we make nonsense and we take wrong decisions in life. In remaining 20%, 19%, 18% of the time we work for our living. That gives us our life living. We live a standard life, a decent life. 2% of the time golden opportunities knock your door, where there is a free hit. There is a no ball and a free hit in the cricketing terms. When you have that, break the rule, take double or triple the risk what you are taking in one trade. On that conviction, on your analysis, execute it in that free hit, make big money. Use that 80-20 rule. Trading is all about balance and proportion, balancing your mind and proportionately understanding the uh, allocation of money as well as supply and demand. So there is one more method, what we call it as two-stage confirmation, when you need to think big and scale. On a minimum available information, on a breakout, let us say small breakout, you buy the stock. Trend, market, Mr. Market says you are right. Then again the higher top, higher bottom happens. On a second confirmation, you add on to the position, ride the positions. That is what we call it as a two-stage confirmation. That riding the trends can make you rich. Never fight against the trend and ride the trend when you are in a right direction. See, why do few of the traders lose money? There is a financial dysfunction in the mind, like lack of awareness of your financial personality. That is SWOT analysis. Understand financial personality of yours, where you are going wrong, what you need to improve. Understand that. Depression, you are not able to beat the markets are going up so much. I'm not making money. It's not. It is cycles. Any markets one can make money, depends on the mindset, what you prepare, what instrument you need to trade, how much risk you need to take. You need to have a proper plan. You should control your emotions. You should act on your plan rather than something outside news comes. US Fed meet, what happens? I'll take an example. I had taken a position in one insurance stock for Monday. For Monday, I have a position in insurance stock. I'll share with you in our community, whoever is there on Monday after exiting. There is a news. Friday evening, there comes a news. FDI 100% allocation has been done by the government. That is purely, I don't know the news. That is out of my control. I don't watch the news from last 8 to 10 years. After the markets, the news came, but I had taken the position in the stock. See, stop losses coming session, I'm going to discuss at some point of time what all the different types of stop losses can be used. That we are going to discuss. See, this is the news. Floodgates open. Why? What 100% FDI means for the insurance, you and India? This is the news. The foreign money would come. Investment in the insurance sector is a significant reform by the central government. Capital influence and enhancing the service quality. This move is expected to intensify the competition, driven by the innovation and expand the insurance access to millions. So FDI investment would come into the insurance sector. Monday there would be a insurance blast. Stocks should outperform. What is the time? Yesterday 6:17 a.m. the news is updated. After the markets Friday, we took the positions. Before the markets Friday morning only, we had taken the positions. I'm going to share you a couple of charts also where the charts are looking good for the medium term perspective. Before getting back to the session, I'm going little bit out of the topic. With the minimum available information, we have taken the position. At this point, higher top, higher bottom, the slow momentum has started. At 770, HDFC Life was a breakout. Again, the breakout happens above 790 and 820. I'm going to add on to these positions in a big way because the target would be somewhere around 900 initially, 900, 950, then 1000 rupees in the HDFC Life, which is looking good. One more stock which I'm liking is LIC. This looks very good on the charts. So you need to bet big when you are confident. See, I am sharing you the point like what we have shared. See, HDFC Life chart also has been shared. How it has been trading in the range from last 11 months and in a longer perspective where it can go above 820. See, this is after the markets, the news yesterday I shared, but the trade has been shared. Couple of charts and the trade has been shared at 3 o'clock market closing. 306. We have shared the LIC. So basically, with the charts and the minimum available information, one needs to take the trades. News is important or objectivity is important. For that, I am showing you the examples. See, last 1 week before only we have taken the trade on Monday. 1 week ago, the ICICI Prudential at 620, we have given a trade. At 620, we have given a trade on the ICICI Prudential. Last Friday only the trade was given ICICI Prudential. 1 week ago the trade has been given. Did we know the news? So what is important? News is important or objectivity in your trading is important. That is what one needs to avoid the herd mentality. News comes later, the action has started long ago. That is where the price action and the charts hint us what the action happens. See, this also looks a very good chart with a rounding bottom on the daily charts. Now 630 would be the good base. The momentum breaks out above 655. Stock is going to blast. 685 at least is coming, kind of a rounding bottom pattern which has been formed. So I am sharing you the insights, my dear friends. This is how the stocks are performing. One needs to have a very objective approach in your trading. Objectivity is the key to trading success. See, I am going to share you few of the successful trading tips after discussing the psychological aspects. One can watch out that video of the risk and money management that will help you out to build your risk, money, and trade management. Apart from that, few of the successful trading tips let us discuss. Always maintain a trading journal with a proper idea, like you will know what you are doing. You can see, we might think I remember my trades, I am doing good or I am doing bad. No, humans have very short term memory. Maintain a trading journal. See why the pattern of trades, where you are going wrong, how you can improve. Assess your risk reward ratio before setting the trade. Risk reward ratio is very much important. If you are losing 1 rupees, you should have a potential target of 2 rupees. 1 is to 2 minimum risk reward ratio is always important in trading. Enter the trade with a plan and stick to it. Have a plan, proper plan, and stick with your plan and act. When in doubt, half-heartedly you have fought with your wife, your family, or anyone else, never ever take a trade. Switch off the system and sleep. You have fought in your office, whatever your mind is disturbed, half-heartedly don't trade in the markets. Take a break after a series of winning trades, like around 2 weeks you have made good money. Take 1 day's break, like alligator principle we call it. Whenever a lion or a tiger hunts, it eats its food, then it digests, it sleeps. Even a python, whenever it eats, it sleeps, it digests. When it gets hungry again, it hunts for a prey. So losing trades is gambler's policy, like casino. If you if you are losing continuously, you are losing. Take a break, cut that chain of losses. Then why I am going wrong, go to your trading journal, assess your performance, come back with a fresh hunger. Never have a ego, fear, and greed. Markets, Mr. Market is always Mr. Perfect. If market is saying you are in a right direction, ride the trend and make profits. Have a balanced mindset and a proportionate approach to make a good fortune out of it. See, it's always important to become your own money manager, to become a successful trader and investor, to create wealth in the financial markets. Know thyself, know yourself, understand, apply the SWOT analysis, build a plan, follow it systematically, do the detailed research, homework, have a disciplined approach, understand what time horizon. If you are an intraday trader, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, you are taking a trade and entering and achieving your objective, close the trade. If you are a swing trader or if you are an investor, understand your risk, understand your time horizon. If you are a scalper, 10 to 15 minutes is the maximum time what you have in your trading. Proportionately divide your money into investments, into ETFs, into mutual funds. Quantify the risk, know your individual risk appetite. First, understand when you put a SWOT, what risk I can take. Am I worth for trading? Do I need to trade? Is it, don't make trading an addiction, make trading as a business. It is not a gambling. Properly act upon to grow. diversify your assets in a proper disciplined way, have a check on your emotions and maintain the temperament, execute in a disciplined way, balance your health, pleasure and wealth. Beam is a way to boom yourself, balanced approach, right execution with entry, exit and errors, proper analysis with the research and a measured approach is always important. Be a way to boom yourself. So that's it on the trading in the zone. Any questions? I'm going to take up the questions before Mr. Manohar Angadi sir is going to take over the session. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I am open for the questions. Write up in a chat box. I'm open for the questions. We are going to do the market analysis where the markets and Nifty might be headed after 10 minutes. Once I take up the questions on the session, I'm going to do the analysis after the Mr. Manohar sir speaks about the some aspects of the how to trade within the price action and the zone. Then I'm going to share. The session is not completed, my dear friends. Another half part of the session is still there. Before the next part of the session starts, I'm going to take up the questions. This can be applied for intraday, short term or long term, any time frame, but you need to have a proper planning and approach. Yes, I do have a complete course for basic to advanced F&O. The option zeta workshop what we start, and the option hydra we are going to start the F&O complete basics to learning approach like this. We are going to launch it soon. There is a workshop for basics of options to everything, a complete option hydra workshop from buying to selling, exclusive price action. It would be a complete 1 month's workshop, and a live trading room access also will be there for 3 months. The ultimate option hydra workshop where you are going to learn from starting to the advanced option strategies. 8 rigorous sessions would be there with a complete modular approach. The option hydra workshop is there where you are going to learn the complete aspects of it along with the live trading room and a free research for the 3 months. So that is the option hydra workshop. And also we have a only for the exclusive buying option workshop, that is option zeta workshop, particularly a 2 days workshop for the buying options, complete analysis of the options like how to plan with the advanced strategies, how I pick up the trades, the practical application of it. You are going to learn with the option zeta workshops all the real time revamped strategies. So these are the two courses. This is only for the buying options workshop. Additional from basic to advanced option hydra is there. uh, Option zeta is a part of option hydra. Option hydra is exclusive from basic to advanced for 3 months. Option zeta is for 2 days workshop for those who want to learn the advanced real time price action and option, the different option techniques and strategies. Yes, Mr. Radhakant, there is a WhatsApp group. You can contact on the mentioned number. This is our official contact. If you would like to be a part of it, there is a WhatsApp community and a group. There is a group. Any more questions? Please feel free to ask on the session. If you'd like to know anything about, please feel free to contact about the course details on the mentioned number or else on the webinar support desk. Sure, you can contact on the number tomorrow so that our team will help you. Any more questions on the session? So, guys, I hope there are no more questions. Again, we are going to do the Mr. Manohar sir will going to take over for the session for some part of the price action and the aspects of trading in the zone. Then I'll come up with the questions. Also then I'll come up with a Q&A and also a weekly next week's market analysis, what can be done. Session is not over, my dear friends. It's just half part of it what is over. Weekly market analysis, we are going to do the Nifty, Bank Nifty analysis, what can be the probabilities. I would take over that after the Mr. Manohar sir talks about the trade action. Sir, I am handing it over to Mr. Manohar sir so that
Yes, Raju sir, thank you very much for a wonderful session. And it's very, very important. So, psychology of the trader, right? So, we are always talking about a strategy, and we forget that is 70%, psychology matters. Thank you for your great insights to become a great trader. So please note that the strategy is only 30%. The 70% is all about what Raju sir is mentioned in the last 1 hour. Is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome all of you. And that is, we are going to discuss only 30% now. So, yes, let's. Yes, my dear traders, could you please confirm? Is it a voice is clear? Are you able to see the zones? And you have seen trading in the zones. Now you are trading at the zones. So that is the only difference. And psychology, now technicals. Welcome, welcome. Are you able to see the screen? Is it a screen is clear? Please let me know. Yes, everything is clear. Our traders are getting ready. How to become a Bruce Lee of demand and supply zones, right? How many of you are ready to become a Bruce Lee of a stock market, especially demand and supply zones? Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, all of you. Yes, I want to become a Bruce Lee of a demand and supply zones. I don't want RSI, stochastic, MACD, or CPR. Just I want to be a Bruce Lee of demand and supply zones. You need to mention yes, that's all. And the next 1 hour is belongs to you. If you really want to become a Bruce Lee of a demand and supply zones, I don't need any other lagging indicator. I don't need any magic indicator. I need an institutional level. I want to be a best trader in my own strategy. So, yes, you need to type it, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Welcome, welcome. You need to be confidently. You need to type yes. No, sir, I am a CPR trader. You can leave because it's going to be, and it is not going to be useful for you. Sir, I'm RSI trader. It is not going to be useful. Sir, I'm a CPR trader. Mhm. Not going to be useful. I'm using a super trend. Not going to be useful. I want to be a Bruce Lee of a demand and supply zone. Then you can stay for the next 1 hour. We are going to decide what is the importance of a demand and supply. Yes. Okay. Just a second. Just a second. Yes, our traders are getting ready. Great, my dear friends. Okay, all the Bruce Lees are getting ready. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. In this, we are going to talk about how to buy the fear, right? The most of the traders are selling at this level, but we are entering at this level, isn't it? And this is a session we are going to talk about how to buy the fear, how to sell the greed. When every retailers we used to mention in the live stream, isn't it? And everybody, Didi, Dada, Pappu is buying, and we are planning the PE trade, isn't it? And many trades. So that is what we are going to talk about it. You have seen the and psychology aspect of this, and now we are going to learn how to buy the fear, how to sell the greed. Welcome, welcome, my dear friends. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to discuss about what is the importance of this zones, why we are most of the time we are right, including on so the Friday we identified the fantastic supply zone, and we got an excellent trade. And not only on Friday, and a couple of live market demand zones and supply zones we identified, including this supply, given a great opportunities for traders, and not only entry, given an excellent reward, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic reward market created. We are going to discuss about this zones. Welcome, welcome all of you. No audio? Yeah. Adappa Sridhar, sorry. So could you please, any one of you, confirm? Yeah, hopefully I am audible. Audible, okay. Arun, audible. Thank you. Please confirm this. Let's start. See, first of all, we should understand why most of the time our zones are working. And these zones are helping you and much better than any other lagging indicators. Right? These are all the leading indicators. The price action and zones are the leading indicators. You are entering much before than any other trader. Any other trader. So that is the beauty of these zones. What is the logic behind these zones? How we can become a Bruce Lee of a demand and supply zones? How we can sell and the fear, we can buy the fear and sell the greed. Because when you see, my dear friends, when the market is falling like this, even experienced traders think that market will go like this, and you are just buying the fear. And in the same time, when the market is coming like this, and you thought that it is like a rocket, let me buy, so that is a retail mindset or a generally human mindset. And this is the greed. We are trying to buy, not sell. This is a fear. Instead of buying, we are thinking about selling. So that is about, it is all about a psychology, all about a logic. And psychology already you discussed. Now we are thinking about, we are going to discuss about our zones. What is the logic behind these zones? Why these zones are getting formed? And why these zones are most powerful? We are going to discuss, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome all of you. And second session, and trading in the zone. But now we are how to identify the zone we are going to discuss. The first of all, let us go to the, so here. First, we need to understand how market reacts. There is a in the market there is a two set of traders. One is retail traders, another is institutional investors and traders. And these guys always, most of the time, retail traders are right. And most of the time, institutions are right. And only a couple of times these retail traders are right. So one side, these retail traders are struggling, and institutional traders are most of the time they're right side of the market, and also they're making a consistent money out of the market. What is the big problem with the retail traders? Why these institutions are winning always, my dear friends? Can you please tell me why institutions are right most of the time? Can you please guess? Let us make it a little interactive. Otherwise, it is going to be you know, boring. Why institutions are right? Absolutely. Very interesting answer. Very, very interesting answer. Syed, Sundar, Nidesh, great. Absolutely. And the biggest resource for the market is money. In the stock market business, what is important? Money is the biggest resource. And they have that resource to push the market up and down, right? So, another information is they are highly sophisticated softwares and they are getting a information ahead of others. We are getting a late, very late. Retail traders are the last people to get the news. So that they are pushing the market. They are the makers of the market. They are the breakers of the market. We have seen many analyses, right? And we have seen the FIA data when they are building the, and bearish positions. We have seen the market is next day crashed like anything. When they built long positions and market moved like anything, right? So they have money power and also they have a sophistication to get the information from the important sources. So that is what all we need is we need to follow the institutions. If these guys are right most of the time, all we need to do is we need to follow the institutions. How do we follow the institutions? Now, are they going to inform tomorrow we are going to push the Nifty from 26,000 to 26,200? So come and join. So let's enjoy the party. Is it is going to happen in the market, ladies and gentlemen? Tell me. They tried to trap the retailers. Alrain, well mentioned. Absolutely. So we need to see that. And they create a fear among the retail traders. That is what a demand zones comes into picture. They create extreme greed and people will buy. That is, we need to identify a supply where the market is going to reverse. Absolutely, Sheshan, Rohit. All we need is they are not going to inform anybody because they want always you have to be a loser. Already you have to be a different side. When they're buying, you have to be a seller. When they're selling, you have to be a buyer. That is what their intention. So if we want to be with the institutional side. When they're buying, we need to buy. So all we need to do is we need to find institutional levels, ladies and gentlemen. All we need to do is institutional levels we need to identify. And their footprints, where they're going to buy, that area we call it as a demand. where they are going to sell. This is, we call it as a supply. That is where we need to identify these zones are going to help us to enter along with the institutions. These are, we call it as a institutional footprints. What is the logic behind this institutional footprints? Because anyhow they are not going to inform us, neither in the social media nor in the print media, and we have to identify only in the charts, right? With the help of a price action. With the help of a price action, what is happening here? There is a big sellers have entered. This explosive candles is telling there is an institutional activity, and these three candles are indicating there is a big selling pressure. The sellers are exceeded the buyers, supply exceeded the demand, supply exceeded the demand. And here demand exceeded the supply, so that is what market shot up. Again market fell. Why? Supply exceeded the demand. Everything is revolving around demand and supply zones. Demand and supply zone, whether it is a vegetables, whether it is in the stocks or commodities. What is important? You need to identify whether demand is going to exceed or supply is going to exceed. Since institutions are not going to inform us, we need to identify in the charts itself, right? When the market creates such kind of a explosive momentum downside, so this we call it as a supply zone. When the market creates a explosive momentum where the demand exceeds the supply, so we can see explosive momentum in the price upside. So this is, we acted as a demand zones. This is a supply zone because supply exceeded demand. This is a demand zone because demand exceeded supply. Why tomato price in the rainy season, monsoon season, it will go up, right? All the way from 14 rupees to 40 rupees it will go up, because of the demand is more, supply is reducing in that particular time. The same way, when the price is coming here, so automatically demand will pick up and price will go up. And the price is coming here, supply will pick up, and this is an area where imbalance happened. This is an area institutions willing to sell more. So this is a logic behind it, how we need to identify demand and supply zones, my dear friends. So now let's get into the another logic why this institutional levels are so important. First of all, you should know that institutions cannot buy and good number of shares in one go. Have you ever noticed as a retail traders, sir, I know that even I can't buy 1,000 shares. Even if you buy 1,000 shares, what happens, my dear friends? You cannot buy all the 1,000 shares, even in a Nifty 50 companies in one go. And if you see the contract note, you will understand. And I think 1,000 shares you might have bought at a 3 to 4 chunks, right? Even highly liquid stocks. That is the biggest problem with the availability of buyers and sellers. When any institutions want to buy 8 lakh shares, they cannot buy in a one go. What do? They will slice it. They will divide that orders into slices. They will buy for 200, 2 lakh shares. The moment, and here there is a lot of demand, imbalance happens, automatically price will go up. Why? Demand is more than supply. Again, price will cools down. Again, there is another 6 lakhs pending orders. That pending orders will pick up. Again, demand exceeds supply, and market will shoot up. And this is how market will keep going up from the demand. until all the demand meets the supply. So this is what happens when the institutions want to buy 8 lakh shares, they can't buy one go. The price will shoot up first, and when the market comes down, again pending orders will pick up, so market will shoot up. This is the logic behind this demand and supply zones. Why always demand zones are respecting, supply zones are respecting, and also we are getting a good risk to reward because of institution cannot buy a big quantities in one go. The retest happens in the market, again they will buy. Because one more reason is institutions are not a breakout traders, my dear friends. They are a pullback traders. They are not in a hurry to buy at any levels. They will wait for a demands to retest, and then they will fill the balance orders. That is the logic behind this demand and supply zones, my dear friends. And in the meantime, and I would like to create a one poll. Just a second. Yeah, welcome, doctor. Welcome. See, how many of you new to the demand and supply zones here? Can you please type in the chat box? So many old students also joining, and they're brushing up their skills and conviction. Because why we are telling the logic behind demand and supply zones, you should know the logic. If you don't know the reason behind it, you will not get it, confidence. Because most of the demands are you are buying the fear. Most of the supplies are you are buying the, selling the greed. So when the market is creating like a V-shaped recovery, you are selling, right? You know the, if you know the logic, you will get a confidence, internal confidence. So you can type NEW, and if you are already yes, I know, you can type no, I know, but I want to brush up your knowledge. And if you're new to the demand and supply zone, you can type NEW, because many of our previous students also attending. If you have a time, you can continue. But if you're a new, don't miss it. So that is what we are able to identify most of our demand and supply zones in the live market because of this power of this knowledge. We are going to share this knowledge because you will get a confidence, right? Many traders are missing the trades, right? When you conduct the poll, only 60% of the people are able to pick the trades. Why? Because of the lack of confidence. When this happens, you will get a fear, isn't it? And you will change your mindset. Arre, let me go for a PE side. Many new traders. Okay, got it. Then this session is a most valuable for you, my dear friends. Most valuable session for you. And if you're new to the demand and supply zones, great. Many. Okay. And Ravi Kiran already knowing it, but still is attending to increase his confidence level. Great, my dear friend. So, what will we do now? So, let's get into it. So, this is the logic behind it. First, institutions have a big money power and also sophistication about the information. And whenever they want to buy a big quantities, they will buy in the chunks. If a 8 lakhs shares they want to buy, 6 lakhs, 4 lakhs, then every time they will buy around 2 lakhs. So every time when they buy, the market will bounce. So this is the logic behind it. So this is what we call it as a demand and supply zone mismatch, or a demand and supply zone strategy. You can use it for this strategy for any instrument, whether URS and Nifty, Bank Nifty traders, you can use it. No, sir, I am a, say, what is that? A gold, silver trader, commodity trader. You can use it. It is also working in the commodities. No, sir, I am a, yeah, a stock trader, a swing stock trader. Why not? It is working in even Reliance. It is a recent supply zone. and given a fantastic, this is for a swing traders, keep it your chart 1 hour and wait for a Jones, get great opportunities. You're a commodity swing traders, yes, it will give you the entries. And this demand and supply zones works across the instruments and also across the time frame. These are all the hourly time frame, it is working. It is a daily time frame, it is working. And also, what is important is even it's a 5 minutes time frame which we are working in the live stream, and it is working, my dear friends. One second, there is a little issue. Okay. Welcome, my dear friends. Yes, a doctor already knowing this Jones. Great. So now let's get into there is a four types of Jones. There is a four types of Jones. This we call it as a rally, base, rally. And please understand, I'm going to ask you the questions because and Sunday afternoon you are attending by sparing your personal time and your family time. You have to give, that is our responsibility. We need to give a value for you. Next 20, 30 minutes, you should get a very good knowledge about the demand and supply zones. When you come to the live market, you should tell that I am a buyer. I'm not going to sell in this level. See, that is a confidence you are going to get from this. And there is another zone. So drop, base, drop. This is a selling pattern. This is a buying pattern. These are all the chart patterns based on the institutional activity. So we are identifying these four patterns, ladies and gentlemen, very, very important. If you know these patterns, you're going to be right most of the time. It is not only right, you are going to be a big right, because most of these zones will give you the big opportunities and big rewards. Risk to reward is going to be very favorable about these zones. Another, there is a two demand setups, two supply setups, two bullish setups, and two bearish setups. Rally, base, rally, drop, base, rally, drop, base, drop, and rally, base, drop. Only these four patterns you should remember. You don't need any complication. You don't need a fancy indicator. You don't need a colorful indicator. You don't need a magic indicator. You need all these four patterns. Now let's get into the practical. Let's get into the practical. All these zones we have identified in the live market. I would like to ask you now. What is a pattern name which identified? This is the pattern on Friday we identified. What is this pattern name? I have discussed four patterns. You should remember this because we are going to practice from Monday to Friday. You want me to open that slide again? Excellent. Everybody want to become a Bruce Lee for demand and supply zones. Yes, we have to be. It is drop, base, drop. And this created a fantastic reward 1:2 and above. So how many of our traders are able to mention who is the fastest finger? My goodness, Mr. Rohit is the fastest finger, Mr. Syed, Radhika ji, Yes, yes, yes. Banu Prasadi is there. Great. I may not read all the names, but yes, absolutely. All our traders are very actively learning this logics. And I would like to ask you, how many of you are attending the live streams? And these levels we are identifying in the live market. It is not that hindsight we are going and coming on the live market, especially Sunday markets, after market markets, and we are discussing. We are also discussing this in the live market. I would like to ask you, and if you are missing, and if you don't know where these live levels are getting, we are giving, you can. I want live levels. You can mention in the chat box. We are going to give you the live stream, a link every day. You can participate in our live market analysis and where we are identifying these zones in the live. The hope most of you are attending the live stream. If you don't know where these live levels are going to come, and you can mention I want live stream link. So I'm going to give you the live stream link. Just mention because I know that 60 to 70% of our traders are already, but on 30% they don't know where they can get this kind of a levels. Sharmila ji, okay, myself, already you are already attending the live stream. Shivad is already attending. So these levels are you are going to get in the live market morning 10 a.m. to 2:30, and you need to go to the traders at YouTube channel. From there you go and click live, and where the live market analysis is going on. This is where we identified this level, right? Look at this. Identified it, not in the hindsight, my dear friends. It is a live analysis. What happened to the rest, you just see, and rest is an history. And we got a fantastic premium spike in the PS side. And this kind of an analysis you are going to access every day, morning 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you want, you can attend it. And this is a channel link. You just subscribe the channel and don't forget to attend it if you are a active trader. So let me give you the link. So this is a link, and yes, attending, already attending. Okay, fine then. If you're attending, it's fine. So now let's get into the another pattern. Let's get into the another pattern. Let's getting into the practical. So what is the pattern name? This is market created, and then rest is an history. Market created how many points? More than 100 points a rally from our demand zone. I would like to ask you, it is a tricky question. Huh? So 140 points. Even if you're able to capture even 100 points, it's fine. Sir, 50%, 50 points, another 50. So another 30% of the position I am able to drive it. It is not that all the 100 points everybody get it. It's difficult depending upon your psychology, lot size, position sizing. Many things comes into picture. I would like to ask you, what is the pattern name? 4 patterns I taught you, and today only practical morning. And I know so morning session is all about a psychology. This is all about a logic and price action. Very good, very good. Our traders are so quick. Rally, base, rally. My dear friends, very, very good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Yes, it is not a 3 minutes, Mr. Rohit. It is a 5 minutes, but the zone we have identified in the 1 minute. What happened is there is a smaller time frame zone which we identified, and then look at this. Very good question. Rohit is asking, is it a 3 minutes? No, it is a 1 minute chart. Market created a rally base rally, but in the 5 minute it is not visible. But you need to go to the little lower time frame. Sometimes if our candles are not showing a demand zone, then go to the 1 minute and identify that zone, and then back to the and 5 minute. Just back to the 5 minutes. Draw the levels and be ready in the 5 minutes. It's enough. And you got a fantastic a green candle. You can take a breakout of the green candle, and you can keep a stop loss here or here, depending upon your trading style, and wait until first target, that is this one. And if it breaks, you can wait for a second target. Hope you got it, my dear friends. We learned drop base drop. We learned rally base rally. Okay. Now, hidden zone, correct. It is a slightly hidden zone, yes. And one more hidden zone. Okay. So can you please tell me what is this zone name? Very quickly. And this also be identified. It is not that we have not identified. Yes. This zone also be identified. What is the name of this zone? Quickly. So more you were practicing before. It is like a net practice. The Virat Kohli net practice, Rohit Sharma net practice. But unfortunately, in the trading, everybody will come at a 9:15 at a morning, and like Arnold's. So intelligent traders are always steady. Why this broken zone? Why it is got respected? Why this zone given only 20, 20 points? Another zone is given 100 points. And this is a zone also given a fantastic profit for all of us, my dear friends. 89 points we got it. 89 points. And the beauty of this zones is a reward, logic. Rewards are very, very good. So look at the rewards. What is the reward? My dear friends, 1 is to 3. Even if you are able to make 1 is to 2, done. Even being at a 50% right, you are still making a serious money in the market. The beauty of these zones are reward is going to be a much better than breakout traders. It is not breakout trading is not working. Breakout trading, no problem happens. The failure rate is very high. And many times a reward is going to be short and immediately market reverses. And the next question I'm going to ask you, everybody should. And there is a one supply zone. This is a supply zone and it got failed. Okay, this supply zone got failed. Our SL got triggered actually in this trade. We anticipated this and market went and created an uptrend. So can you please tell me what is the zone name which got failed? And also you can mention the reason behind this, why this zone got failed. It is a fantastic zone, supply zone, but it got failed. All right, and so let us make it a interactive session. First, you should tell me the zone name. Tell me the zone name, and you need to tell me the reason why it got failed. Rally base rally. No, 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 no. Who is I mentioning? Mr. Sridhar. Is it a rally base rally? Rally base. Why people? Okay, just a second. I think I am not reading. Banu Prasad. It is a supply zone. It is rally base drop. And any intelligent traders, can you mention why it got failed? This is in the live market, I identified supply zone. It got broken. Then I done a study. Why it is violated? Why it is broken? See, that is how what aftermarket studies are going to help us. PDH, any news? What is the time frame? Radhakant is okay. I'm going to answer all the questions. Please focus on the learning now. I will take the question and answers. I'm also giving you answer. I will take all your questions. Give me some time. A news impact, a PDH. Aribabu is telling Arshavardhan could be a news impact. My dear friend, the market created a drop base drop, and this base now it is nothing but a lower high, lower high, lower low. But market created higher high, higher low. This become higher low, higher high. Market created. Market changed the trend. Sometimes in that intraday noise, we forget to see that what has happened here, and we given a weightage for this, and we are failed to read this drop based drop is violated, and then we given a weightage for this, but market not even given a single candle, they broke in the next candle. For example, you entered in this candle, next candle is violated and stop loss it. This is a stop loss trade, and the learning is nobody is bigger than trend. So that is what your zones are working only if you are in a direction. When you are in the bullish, identify demand zone. Why this demand zone is worked? It failed because you are going against the trend. It is become a successful because you are going against, with the trend. Simple. Hopefully you learned. And then let's go to the budget day. Where is the budget day? Yes, this is a budget day. Again, we identified the demand zone. What is this demand zone name? Who is going to tell me? It is again we need to identify, and we need to discuss what is the name of these zones and logic behind these zones. This happened exactly in the RBI commentary. RBI governor given a 0.25, 25 basis point rate cut. Market created a fantastic action, but they have created the fear, and we bought the fear. Look at this. What they have created? They have created. One second, I'll tell you what they have created. Ah, you need to buy the fear. If you buy the fear, this is what happened, my dear friends. Radhika ji, who is going to tell me the name of this zone? Very complex. It is tested twice. It tested twice. Who is going to tell me the right name of this zone? I know that it is a demand zone. Name of the demand zone I am asking. Okay. It is a demand zone. Name of the demand zone. Who is going to give me the right answer? DBR? Drop, base, rally. Fantastic, Radhaji. Who given a right answer? It is a rally, base, rally. Fantastic, fantastic answer. Who is the fastest finger? Radhakant, Radhaji. All ours have given a right answer. So absolutely fantastic. Sometimes now you have to go. Whenever you have a doubt, you go to the 1 minute and check the demand, and you will understand it. So there is a market created. So we'll go to the, where is it? My goodness. Yeah, again it is a, one second. Friday 5th. Drop, base, rally. Okay, this pattern, drop, base, rally. The base is, you can see only in the smaller time frame. The way checked in the earlier example, that in the same way you need to check in the examples. If you go to the 1 minute, you will understand this. Quick drop and very big rally happened. It is created a higher high formation. This is a higher low, higher high. Since it is a news based rally setup, so you have to take. But what is important is the closing of the candle is also important. The closing of the candle is a much higher than this candle. That is a signaling it is a higher high. This become a higher high. Sorry, higher low. Sorry, higher low. This become a higher low. Right? The closing, look at the closing. This closing, the closing of the swing high, swing lows, if you compare to this is high. This is another example. And this is a drop based rally, complex drop based rally. It is not a easy. By looking at it, don't confuse much, and don't worry about the what is a pattern name, and worry about whether it is a demand zone or not. So right now, make it very simple. Now onwards, you should think about whether demand or supply. Forget about the names. There is a 4 patterns: rally, base, rally. That if you forget, it is fine. Only thing, by looking at this, yes, the rally created a higher high. This is a higher low. So let me buy in this zone. And if you are a confirmation trader, you can take a confirmation, breakout of the green candle, and the low of this candle is going to be your SL, and target higher high is a first target for you. So that is how you can ride this and opportunities. So now the hope all the 4 patterns we have discussed, right? Have we left any pattern, my dear friends? The 4 patterns we got examples. Can we identify rally, base, drop? Yes. The only one example we missed out. Rally, base, drop. Will find one. Where is it? Market did not give. We don't have that example in the nearest. Yeah. Finally, we got it. The rally, base, drop. So this is another example, fantastic example, market created and a fantastic rejection. This is, there is a rally, base, again a drop happened. So market tested that supply, created a one more lower low. So market is in the downtrend, and market was in the lower low, lower high formation. But after testing this, market again fell down. So now What example we want? Drop based rally we identified, rally based drop we identified. All the four patterns are done. So now let's take some exam. Okay, questions now. So done. These four patterns are very very powerful. And any doubts regarding this zone formation, zone identification, let me know that. And now session belongs to you. You can ask any questions. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Rally based drop only this is. We identified that also, my dear friend. Who is asking? Rohit. No questions. Are you ready for tomorrow? Okay, Radhakant is telling you when you look for 5 minute versus 1 minute. See, when the candle size is very bigger, Radhakant ji. So in this example, what happens is, and here, so there is a very big candle. Within the candle, you need to find a demand and supply. When the candles are very, very big, and you need to find a zones, then you go to the smaller time frame. So here also, how we identified. Let me go to the example, recent example. Okay, here. So if you look at only two back-to-back green candles, you need to go to the 1 minute or 3 minutes, identify the rally base rally. So that happens when there is a explosive candles, there is no zone formation. Okay. No doubts, everybody become experts. Very nice. So now our traders, around 50 traders are confident, and they're able to identify. Uh, okay, there is a couple of questions in the online we can identify because only rally based rallies one we are entirely is passed away. We entry passed away. Adapa Sridhar, I could not get your newcomer like it. Wonderful session. Very good, very good. Aldrinji, the class is going to help you, and please go through the class which is going to help you. And your online class got activated. And anybody want to learn completely this course, demand and supply zone course, you can type, and I'm going to help you where this class is available, and it is affordable, and you can access this class, a complete price action class. You can, especially demand and supply zone. Yes, complete course you can access. In case if you're interested, you need to type me. I'm going to explain how to access this class. And it is a complete how to identify trend 2, and then how to identify zone 2, because we have just a 10% we covered. 90% answers you are going to get here. And how to identify demand 2, and what confirmation you need to take, whether candlestick confirmation or chart pattern confirmation. And along with that, can I connect the data? Open interest analysis also, can I do it along with this? Yes, you will get a more confidence. So let me know that if you are interested, you can type me, and I will tell you where to access, how to access this class. This is an absolutely free class. It is a complimentary class, and you can access this. All you need is you can open an account, be a part of our community member. So yes, for then customers, this class is going to be a complimentary. So what you can do? You can open an account, and then you send me a WhatsApp message. Yes, we have completed the process, and activate my class. We are going to activate it. Fine. The more details are available in our Telegram channel also. This is where everything is mentioned. So all these topics will be covered. After account opening, you just send me a WhatsApp message. So that's all. That is in the traders at even Telegram channel also it is mentioned. Anything else? Let me know, my dear friend. Telegram link also you want? Okay, I'll give you. I will. This is a Telegram link, my dear friend. Any other? We have another okay, 5 minutes time. We have given. So please do the analysis for tomorrow. Okay, who is asking? Bhuvaneshwari ji. Yes. OI profile is important. Absolutely. OI profile. You can click this OI profile. So generally for intraday, no, you keep it as a even 5 minute. Go to the OI profile and change of opponent. What is happening on that particular day is very important, my dear friend. What happened, after this candle, market created an excellent put writing at 26,000. See, when these put writers are increasing, very important. Yeah, Shiva, when the put writing is increasing, is very important. When this happened, the call rating got increased. Suddenly, put rating got adjusted. So very important. And this is done is a fantastic trading platform. And people who are opening in the iPhone, you can mention this, especially this referral code. And if you mention the referral code, automatically it will get mapped. Your class will be activated today itself. You can start your journey. So whatnot, it is one of the finest trading platform. Not only demand and supply zone identification, even pending orders also you can identify. Sir, what is the pending orders? Look at this. So generally, where is the pending orders? Where is the explosive candles? And that is also going to help you to navigate your demand and supply. But since we are experienced traders, we are not using this boring candle indicator or a pending order indicator. But once you are in an initial stage, these indicators also will help you. It is not an indicator, it is a tool. It is a tool. Okay. Anything else? We have any other questions? Let me know, my dear friends. Everybody is happy? Good to go? Got some good information? I am a new to FNO. What is important of OI data? Radhakant is telling me. If you are new to the importance of, see, I can't explain in the short time. So, what is the importance of OI analysis, which is mentioned here, my dear friend? Okay, PCR analysis. This is the video is going to explain what is the importance of open interest. Very important. See, volume is important in stocks, and open interest data is important in index, and also the stocks those are trading in the FNO. If you're a new FNO trader, so knowing sentiment is very important. Whether and FIs are writing a more puts or more calls, important. Hope you got it, Bhuneshwari ji. Open interest analysis. Bhuneshwari ji, how many of you want a pre-market analysis? I want to know the analysis for tomorrow or a pre-market analysis. Let me know. If I miss any questions, okay, you can retype it. The pre-market analysis, if you really need. we are doing both the data analysis, FIA data analysis, and also then we predict the market. So many and good predictions we have done in the pre-market also. Pre-market, so this green candle we anticipated, market will, if a stay 26 and above, market will rally for 26,050. It is done, but there was no aggressive momentum happened. Only first target of 50 done, 100 did not. And this pre-market analysis is also important, my dear friends. Pre-market analysis is also helping you, because we are connecting the dots. What is data is telling, what is the price action is telling, what is news is telling. The news is also sometimes comes in the late night or early morning. You can look at the news, look at the data. If market breaks this 900, what happens? And we identified this 800 level. If it breaks, what happens? 850 level we identified. There is a short coverage starts. That is how we identified this, is right? Market is under short coverage because there is a lot of put writers and FIs are shorting the market. If market breaks, they are going to exit. And this kind of an analysis, if you want, you need to type me. We are going to give you the link and you can do it. And sir, what is the actual start timing of your YouTube session? Aldrin, see, in the live market analysis is going to start at 10 a.m. every day. And this is a Traders at channel. And you can note down this channel name also. And in the search box, you just type it. Traders, because spelling is quite different. At, you need to type and go to the live session, Mr. Aldrin. After 10 a.m., we are available up to 1:30. After that, Raju sir is also coming. This is a Raju sir session, is my session. And people are asking for and pre-market analysis. Pre-market analysis is also available. So just go and type one best trade. This is another channel. This is another channel, one best trade, where you will get open interest analysis, FIA data analysis, and whatnot, my dear friends, and price action analysis. When I need to be a C side, when I need to be a P side. What is the trend of the market? What is the likely target? Even before market, we are analyzing it. And this is again, you need to go to the live. And morning 8 a.m. we are coming. At what time? Morning 8 a.m. This is for pre-market analysis. In case it is very boring, and that is what so only few people are attending who are very passionate. And in case if you have a time at 8 a.m., you can attend it. So this link, one best trade, you need to type in the YouTube search box. So we have any other questions? Good to go. Everybody is happy. Mr. Kishiva is also happy. What is he asking? When OI profile put ratio is high, then call it. Why it is falling? And when OI profile put ratio is high, then call why I couldn't get you. When the call rating is high, why market is going up, or put rating is high, why market is falling? So can you please elaborate? I will take your question. Morning 8 a.m. we are going to do pre-market analysis for you. Excellent class, Rohit ji. Refreshing Sunday. See, for a demand and supply zone traders, it is not at all boring. Even if you look at 10 times all the zones, you'll get motivated. And how can I identify such a best levels in next Monday? How can I identify on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? The beauty is all the days except one day our stop loss got hit and we are able to identify, right? We identified these two, but market did not come to the zone and just they picked up near 26K. And these are the levels we identified in the live market, my dear friends. Okay. What ATH means? Radhaji, all time high. So when the green candle is big, red candle is small, OI is. See, Shiva will do one thing. In the live market tomorrow, we'll discuss that with example, live example. I am not able to understand your question now. Can you attend a live stream tomorrow? Live market analysis in the trader set. Come to the trader set live stream. We'll do it. We'll do it. Okay, good to go. Hope you learned something. The four patterns and all the details, how to identify, we are going to help you in the live. In case if you want to learn, so if you want to learn what to do, and you can take up this class. And it is a complimentary class only for done customers. So that's all. Thank you very much, my dear friends. So we'll connect the pre-market analysis at one best trade and live market analysis at 10 a.m. in the traders at live stream. Wish you happy weekend, happy learning. Take care. Bye bye.